He left without saying goodbye. Isabella had always believed that some people come into your life like magic, and for her, that person was Liam. He wasn't just her boyfriend. He was her first love, her confidant, her dreamer who painted futures with her on late-night walks under the stars. They met in college. Isabella, the shy literature student who always sat at the back of the library, and Liam, the charming photography major with a smile that made her feel seen in a way no one ever had before. Their love was young but deep, as evidenced by handwritten letters and lecture notes, secret kisses between bookshelves, and plans to travel the world once they graduated. Then, just a month before graduation, Liam vanished. No call, no text, no note. One day he was lying next to her, whispering dreams into her hair. The next day he was gone. His phone was dead. His apartment was empty. None of his friends knew where he'd gone. Isabella searched, begged for answers, blamed herself, and then, when there was nothing left, she forced herself to move on. Years passed. Isabella graduated, found a job teaching at a small school, and built a tiny but peaceful life surrounded by books and poetry. But some nights, she'd still fall asleep wondering if he ever thought of her, if she'd ever see him again, if she'd ever hear the goodbye she never got. Then, on an ordinary rainy afternoon, Isabella found herself sheltering inside a cozy cafe when she saw Liam. Older, thinner, eyes tired but still warm. He looked at her like no time had passed at all. Isabella's heart broke and healed all at once. She wanted to scream, to slap him, to hold him. He asked for a moment to explain. They sat at the corner table, rain tapping gently on the window like an old song. Liam told her the truth. He hadn't left because he wanted to. Months before graduation, Liam was diagnosed with a rare heart condition, one that could take his life at any moment. He didn't want Isabella to watch him fade. He thought leaving would spare her the pain of watching him die. He'd run away to seek treatment, surgeries, and second opinions, hoping to return whole and worthy of her love. But life didn't work that way. Treatment dragged on, money ran out, and he didn't know how to face her with all the broken promises and scars. He thought she'd moved on, but seeing her that day, it felt like fate pulling him back. Isabella wept. She hated him for leaving. She loved him for staying alive. She told him she would have chosen to stay, to hold his hand through every pain, every surgery, every fear. But he took that choice from her. Liam lowered his head and pulled out a small, crumpled envelope. Inside was every letter he'd written, but never sent. Apologies, dreams, love that never died. In that cafe, with the rain washing the past away outside, Isabella and Liam sat together. No promises this time, no illusions, just two broken hearts finding the courage to start again. She didn't know if he'd stay forever, if his heart would give them a future, but she knew she'd hold his hand for as long as life allowed. Because sometimes love doesn't end when someone leaves. It waits for the day they find the strength to say hello again. Kindly subscribe for more emotional love stories.